like then? And I'm sure many of you have been grappling with these issues already, but what is it like for a child to grow up in a culture that so clearly privileges heterosexual relationships and denigrates homosexual relationships?
I have a very good friend who I'm also close to his extended family. He has an older brother who's married and has a son who's now 13, but I've known this kid since before he was born. I knew his mom when she was pregnant. When this kid was really young, and my friend is gay, so this is my friend's nephew. And when this kid was really young, the whole family thought, oh, he's going to grow up to be gay. And, it was for stereotypical reasons. I mean, he at a very, 3 years old, and Judy Garland was playing on the radio. Oh, it's Judy Garland! Or Barbra Streisand. Patsy Cline was one of his favorites. And he was very dramatic, and he loved to perform. And so the family all were pretty sure that he was going to be gay. But what really struck me was watching his dad with him when he was, 3, 4, 5, 6 years of age. And I know, he was a younger, so his dad is about my age. And so not like my father's generation. But he was so responsive to his kid, and I, would watch them, sitting on the couch together, and he'd be stroking his son's back, and it was really this tremendous bond between them, a real deep intimacy. It had a very powerful sensuousness that clearly his dad was not made uncomfortable by. And I thought, well, if this kid does grow up to be gay, I think he's going to have an easier time of it than kids than when I was growing up gay, or gay men my generation. I thought this is what, and even if he isn't gay, I thought he's still going to have an easier time with his sense of himself as a boy, and he's not going to be homophobic. And I thought it was really kind of a prophylaxis happening at a very young age. So that's something to keep in mind if you, don't have kids yet, or if you know someone who has really young kids, or someone who's about to have kids. I think it's very important for parents to be able to find a way in their own mind to consider the possibility that my child may not grow up just like me. Which means consider the possibility that I don't know whether my child is going to be straight or gay. And I don't think you have to talk to a child about that. You don't talk to 3-year-old children about that. But sometimes, 3, 4, 5-year-old children will come home from school and say, Mommy, a little boy will come and say, Mommy, I'm going to marry Bobby Green when I grow up. And, some moms will say, honey, you can't marry Bobby Green. Boys don't get married. And I think more and more parents are learning that they can say, great, I think Bobby's a wonderful kid, and if you guys still love each other,